got yours, Vincent, right? But I never got yours.
My name's Pitt, and your ass ain't talking your way out of this shit.
No.
So, it looks like I have it within my power to get venomfangx, aka posterboy for creationist stupidity, or PCS for short, removed from YouTube. As with the downfall of most creationists, such as Bill Buckingham and Alan Bonsell in the Dover trial, or Kent Hovind currently serving 10 years in jail for tax fraud, Ted Haggard, the mega-church preacher of such virtue that he ceded the moral high ground to a drug-dealing male prostitute, of course the creation science evangelism epic DMCA fail, and others, PCS has been the primary architect of his own ruination. First, of course, PCS is the apex of draconian censorship on the web, making China look like a bunch of left-wing liberal hippies, and in doing so he has raised the ire of almost every member of the free world he has come into contact with. He then decided to take his censorship to a new level and get DMCA happy, without working out that he was committing perjury by doing so. Finally, he made the mistake of actually messaging me, saying that he was primarily responsible for this. On filing my counter notifications, YouTube has since written back to me and confirmed that indeed the DMCAs, where PCS claimed that he owned the copyright under penalty of perjury to my videos, were indeed filed by PCS himself.
Hey YouTubers, it's Sean, how are ya? Hey YouTubers, it's Sean, how are ya?
Ignoring the signed DMCAs, PCS needlessly closed off his only bolt hole by sending me a message stating that this was done with his full knowledge, if not by himself in person. Put simply, PCS, you chopped down the trees, you built the gallows, you braided the rope, and you tied it around your own neck. I have now various options in front of me. 1. Pursue you to the letter of the law. It has become clear to me that there is much public support for such a course of action. Hard work for me, but nonetheless it will serve as an iconic legal smackdown to deter any other anti-free speech vermin who want to try your DMCA game. 2. I can report your actions to YouTube, who I have little doubt, given the paper trail you have so kindly supplied, will delete your account permanently and any new ones you create. Not much work for me, and many would see this as simple and natural justice. Or a third option, which I will outline below. Firstly, it should be stated that I find your presence as a poster boy for creationist stupidity useful, and I do not wish you gone. However, your current activities are both criminal and totally unacceptable in any modern first world country. This cannot be allowed to continue. The iconic legal bitch slap has a lot going for it. However, the only justification for this disproportionate response is to put the fear of God into the crawling vermin who think that the DMCA is essentially a consequence-free way of stopping free speech. In looking to both correct your behaviour, hence making civilization a better place, and to demonstrate the game theory which is ultimately the evolutionary root of our morality, I suggest the following compromise. I propose that for the crimes you have committed, you delete your account and engage in a 1-year self-imposed exile from YouTube. After this, you are free to do as you will. In doing so, you guarantee that I will not pursue you legally or report you to YouTube. You get to reflect on your actions and come back in 1 year's time when we see if this punishment and these events have had the desired effect of imposing on you why we, in first world countries, hold the rule of law and free speech in such high regard. Hence, turning you from hopefully a dysfunctional member of society into somewhat less of a deadweight. By not reporting you to YouTube, I do not have to worry about YouTube permanently exiling you, such that they delete your account and any new ones you create. And hence, you get to keep on putting out your bullshit, and I keep the star of my Why Do People Laugh at Creationist series. This compromise allows you to escape legal action for your crimes, at a proportionate sacrifice that satisfies those who you have wronged. This is the voice of reason. You do not have to accept such an offer. However, in the event of this landing in court, it will not serve you well when it becomes known that you rejected an offer that will be seen by almost all to be fair and just given the serious nature of the crimes you have committed. For my part, I have already begun the footwork of legal consultation here. However, I am not an unreasonable man. You have till next Monday, that's the 22nd of September 2008, to put your affairs in order and make whatever video goodbyes you want. If your account is still up on Tuesday, I will firstly report you to YouTube, who I suspect will have little desire to keep you as a user, and pursue your crimes to the full extent of the law. Best wishes, Thunderfoot.